What is happening, champions? Here we are in the Chinese Type T34. It's a copy of the Russian T34. I think of it as the Russian T34's younger, shitty brother. I don't really like this tank very much. It's kind of, it can be fun to drive if you like driving it. But if you get into a fight, oh man, this thing is not very fun at all. It's got three factors about it that just make it absolutely pitiful in a fight. But it also has some really good qualities about it, and we'll talk about those first. We'll get those out of the way. Your speed and your maneuverability in this tank is awesome. It's very fun to drive. You can turn tight. When you're going down a hill or you're on a flat, you usually hit 50 kph, and that's also down to the fact that I use quality oil, which adds 5% to the engine power. And that's actually a pretty substantial increase in the torque that this machine gets. So I like to use quality oil. Of course, I mean, I don't use a fire extinguisher, which is a huge problem, and it has caused me quite a bit of grief in the past, but still, it's very fun. Your penetration is awesome, your rate of fire is amazing, but now we'll talk about the bad things about this tank, starting with your gun depression. I just can't bring my gun down to bear on this freaking T49, and he's noticed I'm there. And now the second thing that makes this tank really bad, your armor is so pitiful. It's so weak. Anything can get through it, and you'll see a really good example of that in this match later. And then the third thing, of course, is the damage that the gun actually does. Now, the rate of fire is awesome, and the damage isn't absolutely terrible, but basically what it means is in pretty much every fight you get into, they're going to have time to shoot back at you, which is going to make your shitty armor fail, and you're going to get damaged and you're going to die. Now, I want you to watch this situation carefully. Alright, T-34, Panzer IV, and a Stug. The Stug does not have a shot on me. The T-34 and the Panzer IV are both turned the other way. The only thing that can hit me is Mr. Tier 3 over here. And I think he might be accompanied by something else. It's my suspicion that it's the Crusader, but I don't know for sure. But I just can't see him. But I can see the D2. Now, that's a Tier 3. And if you haven't noticed how many meters he is, he's 587 meters away. 587 meters away. Granted, he's a Tier 3 and a Tier 5 match. He could definitely be using premium. But if he's using the same premium that I have, the APCR, from what I understand, that is supposed to lose more penetration at a distance. So, a Tier 3 machine with using premium, 587 meters away. We'll just assume that. And watch this. This is fucking amazing. I immediately wrote him off because he's a D2, and that was my mistake. Boom. Sends one right through my lower glacis, damages my left track, hits me again, and now I'm running and hiding from a Tier 3. I'm hiding from a fucking Tier 3. I mean, I'm in a Tier 5 machine. This is not right, but this is pretty cool. Now I've got myself into a pretty good location. Basically what this means is, although I'm backing up a hill, I have the speed to pop in and out when I need to. So you'll see the speed is actually great on this thing. We're going to take out the most dangerous target first here, the Stug, although he does not have the L70 gun. There you go, the Stug's gone. Now we got the T-34. Took a hit from the Panzer IV, and I mean, I was pretty well angled, but he hit my side, as you can see right there. So I've taken 4 hits already. One here, one here, one here, and one in my lower glacis. So yeah, you're not going to bounce shots anywhere, for fuck's sake. There we go. Take the T-34 out. Oh, back up. But, as you can see, I had the speed to back up. He never would have really had a shot on me. So that's really nice. That's a good thing about this tank. So we're going to take out the other Stug, the two most dangerous tanks in the game here. In the match, I mean. There you go. And he also did not have this L70 gun. A really huge waste of the potential of that machine. They probably could have dominated in this match if they'd used that gun, which sucks for them, but good for me. And now we're going to do a little bit of off-roading here. And keep going. Over this hill, I'm going to get a little bit of revenge on this fucking D2. Which makes me feel very good. Oh, I have no idea why I tried this shot. It's so obnoxious. But that might have been the Crusader that was shooting at us with the D2. Yeah, suck on that. That's what you get, you little fucking tier 3. And at this point, I've got my Top Gun. I'm not really concerned about anything right now. I've got a video that I can show you guys. I'm just going to push the attack and see where my luck takes me. Granted, I probably should have come up and around the back, but I was thinking, you know, I'm the furthest tank forward. Oh, shit. 1 shot. 2 shot. What? What was that? A bounce? Are you... How did that happen? So right there, there's a bounce. Now, let me stop being an asshole. Tier 5 machine, the Crusader, a Tier 5 machine, could not penetrate my front from, what, 20 meters? And the D2 penetrated me every time reliably from 600 meters. What the fuck is going on with this machine? I really do not understand this. But whatever, we'll just keep going. Why not? I'm still alive. Luckiest bastard on the planet. Now check this out. Remember what I said about the damage of your gun just not being good enough? Well, watch this. I have the rate of fire. 1, 2, oh fuck. And I'm gone. And he's on 2% health. So there you go, the Type T34. I hated every second of playing it. And I'm lying. It was fun sometimes. Like I said, this match was really fun. But most of the time, driving this thing was just a pain in my ass. And there you go. The Panzer 34 takes out the artillery. That's the end of the game. There's my burning wreck of a tank, which is where it belongs. And it was a fun tank to drive, but it made me think seriously about purchasing the T-34, the Russian version, because from what I understand, you get a better gun depression, and people have told me the armor actually works on that thing, so I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, let's go to the after-battle results screen. And there you go. Didn't get the Radley Walters, but I came damn close. 1% health away from getting a Radley Walters. Of course, that doesn't really surprise me. The Type T34, its gun is just weedy. It is just not a good gun at all. The 57mm, the damage, it just does not do enough damage. It's got a really good rate of fire. The penetration is pretty paltry. It's not very good at all. 112. I don't know. Out of the 57mm, I just didn't like it. I really did not. I enjoyed driving the tank. It was actually an okay tank, but the gun depression and the caliber and damage output of the gun were just weedy. It just wasn't good at all. But other than that, the tank was pretty fun, so I bet I will enjoy driving the T-34, the Russian T-34. The Type T-34 wasn't very exciting for me. I don't think you're going to see any more replays from this. I still have to research the Type 58, but I really want to play the 5916. So I'm thinking right now I'm going to sell this guy and then jump in the 5916. But let's take a look at that match. 37,440 credits, 1,462 experience, undoubled. Top Gun, Sniper. 2 people got away from us without dying. One of them was that lucky bastard in the Stern Panzer II. Destroyed the track on the M7. Knocked out the track and destroyed the track on the T49. Knocked out the track, injured the driver on the Crusader. Destroyed the engine, injured the loader on the Stern Panzer II, and he still hit me with that shot. If only it was the gunner. If only I'd hit the gunner or something like that would make it less accurate, and then he wouldn't have hit that shot. But he did. I didn't move. I was just hoping that second shot would finish him off, and it didn't. It failed to. So, sadly for me, I didn't get the Radley Walters, but I did get a Top Gun and a Sniper medal in a T-34, Type T-34. So, I think that's pretty good. 1,560 damage done, 7 kills, 975 experience with 2 battle merits. 28 shots fired, 24 hits, 23 penetrations, 1,560 damage done. 7 hits received, 6 penetrations, 1 non-penetration. That was that really lucky, I think it was a Crusader. the very end, the Crusader bounced off of me and gave me my 7th kill. So I was already lucky enough in that match. I didn't really have to, you know, it wasn't necessary for me to get that artillery. I had already pushed my luck way too far. And I did not make a profit because I switched to premium when when I was shooting at all those tanks down on the end of that hill as soon as I got down the hill. So yeah, didn't make a profit. I'm done with this tank. I'm going to sell it and get the 5916. But if you like the video, leave me a like. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Take it easy, gents.